What's up, Cancer? Let's see what the next 48 hours looks like for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer placement. I was hearing easy breezy. You could just have a really smooth sailing next 48 hours, to be honest. I feel like nothing crazy really pops out of the woodworks here, okay? You guys start off with the Seven of Swords. You got the Nine of Swords. The Eight of Swords. And then you have the High Priestess. And then at the bottom you have the Queen of Swords. You got the Ace of Cups. And then you have the Death card here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You can also be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You got a lot of sword energy here. You got that Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Seven of Swords. I feel like there's a lot going on in your head at this time. Maybe you're trying to be strategic about something. Whether it's, I feel like I'm hearing getting back at someone. So you guys are strategizing something, whether that's applying to you or not. It just feels like there's a strategy that's going on in your head. You're kind of just letting things brew. You're letting people kind of stir the pot. You're letting people poke the bear. But whatever this energy is, it just feels like you're just letting it happen, okay? So I do feel like there's a lot of thinking and contemplating. This could have to do with moving forward with a person, place, or thing. This could also be walking away from a person, place, or thing, or even a habit here, okay? With that Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Death card, I feel like you guys are setting up some strong boundaries here, okay? And this is going to be specifically for single Cancers. I feel like you guys are genuinely kind of drawing the line in the sand. Either someone's not taking you seriously and you're like, listen, you're about to find out, right? And so I feel like you are kind of putting your foot down here and you're letting them know, like, listen, if you want to be with someone like me, then you got to come correct. You got to do this, that, and the other, right? And so I feel like because you are setting these boundaries and you're being just straightforward, cutthroat with it, it's like you're pushing the right people away, okay, versus the wrong people. Because again, like, people that take you seriously are gonna abide kind of like by what you say, and they're gonna come at you the way you want them to. Here it feels like because you're being strict with your energy, you're letting people know, like, right off the bat what it is that you want, what your standards are. I feel like things are coming into transition for you. So with that Ace of Cups to the Death card here, I feel like say goodbye to the old ways of love is what I'm hearing. Okay, so it's like however you are used to being in relationships, however you're used to, maybe you're very submissive, right? Cancer can be submissive. You just kind of go with the flow, you kind of let things unravel, but it's like the minute that something kind of rubs you the wrong way, you're like cutthroat with somebody, and that's what this is. So if someone has been stringing you along, I see you just kind of letting them know, like, listen, if you can't come correct and it looks like you can't, then you got to go. So it looks like you're leaving, okay? So I do feel like you're being really straightforward right now with whoever this is. And so it just feels like here in the near future, you're going to be actually dealing with someone that takes you seriously. It could be a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person's going to come in the right way. This person's going to come in grounded, having financial security. You guys are financially secure. I feel like things are going really good for you guys monetarily at this time. And so it just feels like you're meeting your match here in the near future, okay? Seven of Swords in the next 48. You could be dealing with some deception. You could be dealing with people around you that just, they're messy. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. People around you are messy. Now, whether you're finding out that people are lying to you, that they're going behind your back, that they're scheming, that they're being strategic, that they're doing all these things, I feel like you're going to find out in the next 48. You're going to find out what someone has been up to behind the scenes. You're going to find out how people truly are. You're going to see people's true colors, okay? So I feel like in the next 48, it's kind of, even though in this depiction here, in the film, he like gets robbed of his actual whatever he's wearing, and then he's like dressed up in the worst case scenario, right? I think it's like polyester or something like that. But to me, it kind of looks like someone's pulling the rug from under him. Okay, and that's what it feels like for you guys. Someone could be pulling the rug from under you. Also, I'm hearing I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that. So again, it's like you're gonna find out like who's been fake around you, right? It's like you're pulling off the mask, right? You're really with the spotlight on here. I feel like you're gonna be interrogating people. You're gonna be calling people out in the next 48. You're gonna be like, really? This is what happened. This is what's said. So again, it just feels like you guys are going to unravel and reveal the people that actually aren't for you here in the next 48. With the Nine of Swords, you could be stressed out. You could be losing a little bit of sleep here. Some of you guys are stressed out about an opportunity. You feel like the door's closed here for whatever reason, or it feels like something here is not at arm's length. Okay, so again, you could be going towards something that feels impossible, but really it's just right there. So again, you're stressing out, you're losing sleep. Some of you guys have anxiety over this, but again, it's like you got to kind of let go of the control, right? And that's hard because we're human. We want to control everything. But once you learn how to slowly but surely release the control, having faith that things are going to work out for you in your best interest, then that's when things start to kind of, build up for the betterment of you. So it does feel like you could be stressing out over something or someone. The good thing is, well, actually, there's no good thing. You got 7, 8, 9, but they're out of order. You're jumping to conclusions before you even have all the facts, okay? So you're stressing yourself out before you even have an opportunity to know what's even going on. And I say that because you go from the 9 of Swords to the 8 of Swords, right? So it's like, again, like instead of being in your head and contemplating it, you're reacting before that happens. And that's putting you even more in your head. So you guys could be feeling a little embarrassed. You guys could be caught up in something here in the next 48 that you already saw coming, or something that you've been kind of dealing with for quite some time. There's like a culmination that could happen here in the next 48 hours where it's like you overreact to something. I'm hearing bitches out here losing calories, jumping to conclusions. Some of you guys are losing weight. You're looking good. I don't know why they threw that in there, but good for you. Outside of that, again, don't jump to conclusions, okay? Like, don't jump the gun on whatever this is in the next 48. So, because I feel like all it's going to do is, like, just put you in your head even more. You're kind of going to regret it. Even though there's no 5 of Cups here, it's just kind of you being like, damn, like, I really should have thought before I acted. I really should have thought before I spoke. Like, I really should have just stopped, right? But it's like, no, some of you guys are like, no, I refuse to be trapped in this energy. I don't want to be caught up just thinking about this all the time. But it's like, you're going to be caught up in it anyways, all right? So just be careful in the next 48 how you approach people or situations, because, again, it kind of like puts you in your head after the fact. You're acting before you think. So do your best not to, okay? And then lastly, you have the High Priestess. Your intuition is trying to tell you something, okay? You have all these cards. Again, they're all swords. This is you being in your head. This is you just kind of standing in your own way when it comes to certain people, places, things. And so it just feels like in the next 48, you really need to stop and really utilize your intuition. Because your intuition is trying to tell you something, but it's like you're not listening. Or maybe you guys are like watching a lot of tarot in the next 48 hours. And so it's like you've got like different messages that are kind of coming in. So I feel like you could be someone that's like taking piece by piece by piece. Like there's a little bit of something in each message that you're getting. And so you're maybe trying to put a puzzle together. Maybe you're physically putting a puzzle together as you're watching tarot readings. But whatever this is, it's like you're looking for advice. You're seeking advice from your higher self. Okay, so you guys could actually be reaching out to a tarot reader. I see you guys willing to like kind of pay for whatever their offers are or something like that. I don't know why I can't think all of a sudden. It just feels like you want the answers, but you don't really want to be thinking about it. You kind of just want to be told what to do. That's why I feel like my mind drew a blank, because it was just like you finish the sentence, you tell me what's like, you know what I mean? It's like that. So you guys could be reaching out to a tarot reader in the next 48 hours just to see what's going on, to get more clarity on the situation. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you on the next one.